What's up, everybody, and welcome to Fellows in Arms. My name is Defur, Commentator on Twitter, and I'm super hyped because today we have something really special for everyone. France is going up against Canada, and you might be wondering why there's a window underneath me here. It's because Akio is supposed to be there. He is unfortunately late and might be joining us a bit later. If you're more comfortable with French, you can check out Magnet Alpha's stream, who will be restreaming this entire event in French. Just shoutouts to everyone who has been coming into chat early here. I'm really excited about this. Other than that, make sure to spread the word, guys. I'm so bad at saying this usually, but get on Twitter, #arms and the hashtag fellows in arms. This is the first time I'm saying that, so I'm a bit rusty, but please do, and make sure that everyone knows that this is going down right now. The VODs will be up later on my YouTube channel, but you do want to catch these things live, because you never know what's gonna happen. A while back we had crew battle between Fellows in Arms and France, where France won against us, and since then we have updated the rules a bit, which I'll explain to you how. I made a video before, but in this case I will just explain it a bit briefly. So if you haven't seen it already, these are the two teams for this battle tonight. As you can see, Canada being on top there and France being down there. This kind of crew battle, the way that it works is that one of the teams will send out one of their players to face the other team. That battle will decide who will be eliminated. The player who loses gets eliminated, and you get one of these fancy cross. Like that. If Jimbo gets eliminated, he'll get a cross. That player can no longer play. So you'll play until you have no more players in your team, and that's just the basics of it. Before we had a revive, we removed this for this crew battle. We're always updating and trying new things with that. And we thought that the revive was doing stuff that we didn't really like that it did. So we removed that. So there's going to be no revive for this battle. And a cool thing to note is that I have no idea who they're going to send out in this battle. Last time I was a part of the team that was playing, so I was like, I knew everything that was going on behind the scenes. But for me, this is going to be super exciting because I have no idea what's going to happen. And you know, guys, let me know in chat as well. Who do you think will win? France were showing off really kind of a strong lineup last time. They were also playing a lot with Carbo, who kind of did a lot of work for them. Who I believe, if we check the bracket, just a quick sec here. Yeah, Carbo will not be in this battle. But we also have very strong players from Canada as well, so hopefully this will be not a stomp, but rather a balanced fight, so we can have as many fights as possible. Now what's going on here behind the scenes is that one of the teams will send in a player, and as you might notice is that Maxo is already in this lobby here, so we'll see who if that's actually France's first pick, or if he is just hanging out here. I'm checking out the Discord as I'm doing this, and I'm doing all the overlays by myself, guys, so please keep this in mind. I might be quiet for 5 seconds, and that's just because I can't do 3 things at once. I try to, but unfortunately I can't. So just stay patient. If I go quiet, it's just because I'm fixing things, so things look good on your end. So right now I just want to check the Discord here and see what the first battle is gonna be. And now I didn't hear who's restreaming in French. Okay, so the one who is restreaming in French is Magnet Alpha, who you can find on Twitch at Magnet Alpha. I can actually send that link to you guys. So it's www.twitch.tv/magnet. And now, if I don't spell too bad, this should be correct. So if you like French, If you speak French, you can check that stream out. You can stay here. You can have both of them. Support us both. And it's looking like it's going to be Meleave versus Maxo in the first fight here. So let me just fix that for you guys. Maxo versus Meleave. And I also need to fix one more thing. I'm not sure who Maxo is playing. If anyone knows the characters of these two, I know that Meleave is a Mechanica though. So I'm just fixing that in a second here. It's gonna be Mechanica versus Meleave. Or no, Mechanica versus Maxo. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I try to do many things at once. Okay, Maxo should be Ribbon. Okay, that's good to know, thank you. I'll fix that right away. Man, I still remember the times when this stream didn't have that many followers. Now I crossed the bound of like 400 followers the other day, and I couldn't be happier. I also have 7 subscribers, which is crazy. I believe this is the last day of subscriber Subvember, I think it's called, where the subscriptions is half the price, but the full price goes to the streamer. So if you want to support me and Fellows in Arms, you know, I'm not saying that you should give me money, but you can. I'm just putting it that out there. So let's see. They're doing the ban picks right now for the stages, so we're going all in hardcore mode here. We're not gonna pick random stages or anything like that. And I will actually make sure to take away some stages. And also, guys, anyone hyped for Sparring Ring? I hope we get to see it. And let's see. Okay. Another thing is that as we don't know how this is gonna go, this event might be quick, but it might also go on for a longer bit. The one that was for Fellows in Arms versus France, I think it was like around 1 hour. I'm hoping, I have planned it to be 2 hours, so I'm hoping that we get some good games here. We always want that. Ooh, gonna fix that text there. The OCD kicks in when things aren't centered. I believe that Sparring Ring is legal. I was trying it out yesterday. I loved it. And I'm not even just like talking about the fact that the music is awesome. Just the layout is awesome. There's no distractions in the background. None of those fans. You don't need those. One thing that I also noted during my stream, I think yesterday, was the kind of the logo type that was in the background. So I was actually saying that in my stream. I was saying, I wonder what those logo types are for. I think I saw that in an ARMS tweet. The next day, there is an ARMS tweet about that. So I guess it might be a hint to an upcoming character. Hopefully, sometime soon we could have like another leak video of ARMS. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but there was a leak video of ARMS before where someone hacked into the game and we actually found out a lot about the characters. Back then we thought that there was the plant character was going to be released instead of Lola Pop, which was named Candy back then. One thing that was interesting though, when we did that leak video, was that we were talking about a stage called Crank. Now the stage that got released was not called Crank, but if you look on the floor, it says Crank everywhere. So there was like proof that we actually were right and kind of knew what we were talking about. Hello Roy's Jimbo, by the way. Hopefully we might see you play as well. Okay, we're we're talking about it, so why not just play it? Okay, so the first game here, guys, is gonna be Sparring Ring. So good luck to both of the players, and we'll just jump right into it and see who comes out on top. These games will be a best out of 3, so this is the first match. So please get hyped for this, guys, because we're jumping into the first game, which is gonna be Maxo as Ribbon Girl versus Meleave as Mechanica. Hype, to say the least. Okay, let's go. Now, we see instantly here that Maxo is using the Seeky and Slapamander, and both of them actually hitting each other with electrocution there. I've been watching, if you don't know, guys, Meleave is also streaming ARMS now and then, so you should definitely check out their stream there. And it's looking really even now. I think people are just kind of feeling each other out here, kind of the nerves kicking in. There's no prize in this game, but there's always honor, and for this time it's also the honor of your country. Wow, Maxo getting the hit from that Seeky from behind there. That's very cheeky of him. Now both of the players has a rush. I think... Oh, Maxo could have used his rush there, but decides to go for the grab instead. Might want to save it for the next round. Now it's only one hit away to take the first round. And he does. First round goes to Maxo. And that won't change the score, because he needs to get 2 rounds to get the first win. So don't you worry, guys. I keep track of these things. Now Meleave trying to get some distance in. I think they are very kind of comfortable with that, which is kind of one of the things that I've been thinking about Sparring Ring, is that it does not allow you to go back up that much, which could be bad for some. Meleave now not getting that rush in, but at least getting 1 hit away. Maxo is using those kind of a grab spam. Ooh, he could have gone in for the grab there, but decides not to. Might have been afraid of the grab. Wow, the damage from Maxo there, nearly getting that double Seeky rush as well. That would have been huge. Looking very bad now for Meleave. Might be the first player to get eliminated in this match. There's only 1 hit away now. Oh, but gets the grab in. Could this be the comeback? They have the rush as well. Oh, deflects it. Oh my god, that's so close. Just barely deflecting that with a rush. I think that saved Meleave just barely. Could this be a comeback? Oh my god, he's getting the hits in. Maxo is getting flustered, I think. Oh no, he gets the hit in the end there, and that's gonna be 1-0 for Maxo there. Very well played, and it was looking very close to be a comeback there from Meleave. So don't worry, guys, Meleave is still in this. There's a best of 3 for every match. So now they're gonna do the ban picks, and for now I think it's that Maxo does the banning of 1 or 2 stages, and then Meleave gets to pick the stage, which opens up a lot of opportunities of kind of what stages the Meleave plays better on, basically. Oh, I'm reading the chat now. Hello, Soul, by the way. As I said before, I'm doing all of this by myself, so I'm trying to just I'm sitting here like a freaking database, guys. Oh, I can check the Discord, no problem, Pineapple. Let's see. Sure. That could actually be helpful, so there is someone talking while I try to do everything. And thank you, Jimbo. I appreciate that you're tuning in to watch this. Let's see. Okay, so they're doing the bans now, and Maxo banned Ramen and DNA, and Meleave wanted to go to Scrapyard. Now, Pineapple, if you're still there, we'll probably do the commentating for the next game, so we'll just jump into this one. Let's see, which one was it? It was Scrapyard. Right. Sick, and thanks for the retweets. If you didn't hear that before, please spread the word about this match. It's always nice to see the VODs, but if you catch it live, that's like when the real hype happens. Especially like for all of, I mean all of us hanging here in the chat as well. Okay, so it's looking like Maxo actually changed his loadout away from the CP and went with the popper instead. Or no, that might be the cracker. I always mix those up. I'm sorry. Please correct me on this, chat. Now this was Meleave's choice, so we might see some shenanigans here. Choosing to stay up on that ledge as much as possible. Maxo does have that double and triple jump though, can easily get up there. Meleave using that rush, kind of a odd choice I'd say. Not a very safe rush. Some players choose to get that kind of hit confirm in before going for the rush. Oh, wow, that grab was just under the punch there. It's the popper, thank you. Thank you. Now Maxo has to rush in. They're both at equal health though, so if that rush doesn't get confirmed then, or hits, wow, okay, that double hit. Homie exploding in Meleave's face. Oh, Meleave getting the rush in as well, whoa! Both of them getting hit by each other's rushes at the same time. Now Meleave is actually the first time in the lead here. Might be able to take this round. Oh, now only needs one more hit. And the time is running out. This might be kind of rushing Maxo. Maxo, oh, still not getting the hit in. Okay, Meleave is in this now. Puts a round on the board. This is looking interesting. We do want the 1-1. We want more matches. Now Maxo switched back to the CP there. That might feel a bit safer. Oh, that was a good rush though. Meleave getting 440 in on a rush. Very solid damage. Very interesting for me to see as well, a homie versus a CP. Oh wow, Meleave is almost 95% of health and Maxo is like 20% now. Can still get the rush in, but it's not looking good. Wow, that grab, Ribbon just like piling through that pillar there. Oh, I thought Meleave was gonna go for the cancel there, but it seems like the homie was just too slow. This is good. Meleave now one hit away from taking game number 2. And he does. Or they do. Now it's 1-1 here. Very well played, and I think this could kind of show that most of the players here are probably like kind of cold if they didn't do the warm-up before. Something that's to keep in mind in these kind of crew battles is that if you're just waiting for your turn, you don't have that momentum going in. So Meleave was streaming just before this match and might as well gotten some good practice in. And it was looking really solid there as well. Very good play from both players. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, she. That's my bad. I'm kind of like defaulting in my head because there's so many guy players. I apologize for that. And now the banning picks are coming in for both players. And it's looking like it's going right back into sparring ring. Meleave choosing to ban Ramen and Spring Arena, and Maxo choosing to go back at the sparring. Now we have Pineapple in with us here. Might be able to get him in on the call. Okay. Final game of the first match. Maxo was showing off some kind of overwhelming pressure on this level. Let's see if Meleave has gotten kind of warmed up to take this on. One thing to note when you're playing against a heavy character like this is that even though you get those hits in, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll knock them down. Something that Meleave has to use to her advantage. Right now it's looking kind of iffy though. Maxo getting all the hits in. Could have used the rush there. Probably would have ended it. Now Meleave. Wow. So close now. Only got the pixel left. Oh. And gets taken out. I think this stage seems to work a lot in Maxo's favor. In a good way, definitely. Now both players starting with a rush. Kind of an interesting situation to be in. You do want to use that rush as fast as possible, because then you'll have another one probably in the same round. Oh wow, Meleave actually got that rush in. Almost getting the double homie as well. 355 is really good though. Oh, I was going to say he had a perfect round there, but Meleave did a really good job of slowing everything down this round. It's also looking like kind of Maxo was like giving Meleave too much respect in this round, kind of giving Meleave the room to maneuver backwards and avoid those hits from Maxo. Now Meleave is just one hit away from taking this round, but Maxo is doing a comeback, but it's not enough. Alright, last round of the first game rather. Both players starting with a rush. Meleave gets it in! The homie actually traveled so fast there. I always get surprised by that. I always just assume that Mechanica's arms are just gonna be slow, but they're good. They're pretty good. Now having that very early lead here, Maxo still has to rush. It's kind of very safe with using it, but it's looking like he might not need to use it. Oh, Meleave throws out both of her arms and leaves her open and vulnerable for that rush. Good punish by Maxo. Oh, Meleave getting red there. Oh, and tries to use it, but gets knocked out, and that's gonna be match 1 for this crew battle. Maxo takes it 2-1 to Meleave. Very well played from both players, and I'm gonna see if we can go to the bracket here first of all. So that's gonna be Meleave getting knocked out from this crew battle. In the meantime, I'll try to get see if we can get Pineapple on the call here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, that's clipping a lot of the sound. I'm sorry guys. Hello? Yes, this is working. Just give me a second here and I will kind of fix the overlay a bit. This is gonna look very funny on stream, but that would help actually now, because the stream is looking really weird. It does not rotate. Wait, okay, let's see if I can rotate this. Otherwise you can just oh my god. Oh my god, okay, this is... Oh, I'm doing this so wrong. I don't know if you see it on the stream, but it's looking hilarious. This is some great content here, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, definitely. Alright, guys. This is what happens. This is what happens when you do unplanned things. But it's good that you can be here, Pineapple. I really appreciate it. I will also give you a bit of a text here, so everyone know that it's you. I don't think a lot of people have seen you. So let's do that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. They should be able to hear you now. That might have looked weird. I was just talking by myself there. But guys, so let's do like a formal welcome here, guys. Please welcome Pineapple to the stream, who is also a member of Fellows in Arms. And yes, the hype and the pineapples are real.
Pineapple themed stuff, yeah, absolutely. That's
yes.
Good.
Now, I haven't been keeping track of the Discord. Have you been seeing what's been going on with the banning picks or so?
I have not. Let me look. Where is the stuff being talked about? Is it in the off-topic or
it's,
where?
I can actually send you an invite. That's something that could work as well. So were you able to catch that first game?
Yes, I was a bit. Now, I was trying to focus on all the band picks and stuff, but I caught a bit of it.
What did you think about the result of it?
Was
it
man,
expected?
like I was pleasant. I thought Maxo did a fantastic job playing Ribbon because we don't see a lot of Ribbon girls nowadays. So I think I was really impressed with that actually.
Yeah, and I was also kind of in the same way impressed of Meleave because I don't think we know a lot of Mechanica since Smolten kind of disappeared a bit from the scene, I guess. I think Smolten was. I think there's another player. Is it Neru? I think Neru is Mechanica, right?
Yeah, Neru. There's Meleave, Zoots.
Oh yeah, Zoots as well.
But Taco hasn't been playing recently, but Meleave does extremely well by using the default setup. I mean, I guess technically using Kablammer instead of Whammer, but very good defensive sort of play that Meleave does. So that was really impressive.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering, like, I haven't been into the official Mechanica Discord, but I would assume that they're a very like tightly knit family over there.
Yeah.
I've only been kind of a bit into the Max Brass channel because I thought I would be maining him when he came out, but I didn't. And they have a gains channel there for like gymming and stuff. I'm not sure what the kind of equivalent of Mechanica would be, but I guess that would be like just pictures of Mechanica, I guess. I'm not sure, or like robotics, like really hardcore stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that would be it.
And hello to the Swedish speaker in chat, who asks if I have a brother. Yes, I do have a brother. I'm not sure what you're trying to get out of that, but maybe you know him.
Maybe he said we're brothers. I don't know. Yeah. That could be it. There we.
Okay, let me check back into the Discord here. I haven't been following it at all, but it's looking like. Oh my God, they're starting to speak French. Okay, so it's Nobby coming in here.
Where am I supposed to be looking right now?
It's in the like something versus friends channel.
I know that, but what chat is being used for the band picks and stuff?
I think it's the same chat. So the chat is called AOTN VESFR.
Okay.
So the next game is gonna be Nobby versus Maxo. I believe Nobby to be twin tail. Is that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
Nobby's twin tail.
All right.
Very very. Oh, this will be a good game.
And that will kind of change the text here. First time I remembered it. Bam! So it doesn't say like Maxo versus Meleave for like 50 minutes like it did a previous stream. I'm upping my production value game here, guys.
It's so hard to get stuff moving.
Yeah.
And remember all this crap, because in between matches it's like, alright, gotta check Discord, gotta check Twitch chat, gotta check the Discord chat for friends, and then worry about overlays and stuff. So yeah, it's not that easy.
Yeah, and shout outs to Formal Cat, who might be in the chat as well, for helping out with the social stuff with Fellows in Arms right now. I'm not doing all of the things in Fellows in Arms anymore, and it's actually one of the things that we'll talk about tomorrow at the podcast, which I'm really hyped about.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So if you guys in chat don't know about it, tomorrow around this time, like 10 p.m. Central European time, and what is that? 4 p.m. EST. There will be a podcast, Fellows in Arms podcast, where Pineapple will be joining me, Hanukkah, and Akio or Akiosho.
Yes.
And we'll be talking about so many things.
Everything. Oh man, my already exploding just from like everything that's been going on in the last couple of weeks. So yeah.
Yeah.
Lots. All right. So do we have the map selection for this upcoming one?
Yeah, I'm reading the chat now, and one of them is saying, yeah, I banned Mausoleum, and the other one says, I banned France. I'm not sure if that's something that you can do, or if that's... I'm just gonna let them kind of
Work it out.
Yeah, work it out, and then we'll just take it as it goes there.
What map selection are we using?
I think we are using that one that has been spreading around a bit from the backroom group, and
okay.
So I'm actually not sure because I've been doing so many things. But if you've been keeping track of that, I believe it's at least Ninja College and Cinema and Snake Park should be banned. That's
okay.
That's like the kind of safest thing I can say without looking stupid.
Those are definitely banned. No worries about that.
Yeah. So yeah, we actually might need to ask them that because I've forgotten. I made the rules for the kind of elimination process, but I never made the rules for the map selection. So it's been up to them. Okay, so people are looking. Oh wait, now they're reading up.
All right.
And
So
it was in sparring ring, so they knew that. Okay, so we're jumping in to the next match here: Maxo versus Nobby, Twin Tail versus Ribbon Girl.
Yeah.
Maybe you can take it away, Pineapple, for the beginning here. If you
Oh man, alright. Well, I've never commentated a match before, but I know Nobby has been using Slimander and Biffler a lot, and for Twin Tail it is an interesting option because it allows you to have light arm that can go out very quickly and catch people off guard, and also in terms of the Slimander, with its buffs, it's extremely useful for curving, especially for hitting Ribbon Girl even out of the air. So Maxo definitely needs to be careful with both of Nobby's arm selection, because Biffler is also a very good pick against Ribbon Girl in the case that... looking at Maxo right now, Maxo is kind of going for sort of short hops and trying to get in grab / using the popper to try to catch Nobby off guard, because Actress Aura is extremely effective.
Yeah.
One of the things with Nobby, though, is more so than other Twin Tail players, Nobby is not afraid to launch out their arms very frequently. And that is something that Maxo should be trying to leverage, because obviously you can't use Actress Aura when you're punching. So that's something that I've noticed from Nobby's gameplay. I haven't seen Maxo play it all, so...
one thing that I was wondering now, Maxo is actually going very low here now, just a couple of hits away, but is this kind of selection of arms new for Nobby? Or is this, because Biffler obviously is a new arm. Wow, the rush actually just like took away that lead.
Yeah, Maxo did an extremely good read with how long Nobby was going to shield. Nobby has been running this setup for, I want to say, a week and a half to 2 weeks now. Every time I've been playing them, they've been using this setup, at least in part of their rotation.
Oh wow, and Nobby actually going to use that rush very early on. Very good choice, because now there's a lot of time to get another one if the game drags on. Wow, that Slapmanner was very delayed there in the hit. What one thing to note as well is that I believe wow, that dash. Sorry, I interrupt myself there, but the Biffler did get buffed in this latest patch, I believe, just bits to the retraction speed. Or do I remember that incorrectly?
I don't honestly know. I think I know it was either a buff or a nerf. I'm not sure. I think it may have gotten the nerf.
Oh, okay. My bad in that case. Well, we're going at least 1-1 in the round here. Yeah, go ahead.
No, both players, both Nobby and Maxo are using extremely similar setups in terms of having a curving arm on one arm and then a light arm to hit those quick jabs. And even though they're playing drastically different characters, their play style is kind of similar here, if you notice, in terms of trying to look for those quick moments to get in like one solid hit, and then working on shielding. That was unpredictable by that. The Slamamander, both of the curving Slamamander and Slapamander arms are really hard to land or rush on. So it's a little difficult.
One thing that I'm liking from Nobby is kind of the mix-up he is doing with the kind of blindness that he is giving Maxo. Like, he's not just going for that blindness and then instantly grabbing, because that's, well, I guess that would be really predictable, but...
It would be.
Almost breaking the arm there. Gets the last, I think it was 15 or 20 HP there. Now it's just...
Yeah.
Oh, Maxo, like, holding on to a thread there, basically. Now has to do a lot to come back from this. Nobby is about like 70% HP, but can't do it. 1-0 back in Canada's favor.
Yep. Yeah, with Nobby here, you kind of see Nobby's very good at mixing up in terms of, you'll see his Bifflers and his Slamamanders on wake-ups. He'll usually throw out one, sometimes he'll go for a grab, and then you can't tell which direction he's going to use them in, so he's very good at making these sort of unpredictable plays.
And one thing that I kind of like to see now when we're watching Nobby here is that for the most part, when we've been seeing Twin Tails, and we have been seeing a lot of Twin Tails in the tournaments, is that most of them have just been using Thunderbirds or Thunderbird's Chilla most of the time. So for me, it's really exciting to see actually like two kind of new, quote-unquote, new arms on this character. Gives it a bit of a new flavor, if you will, for that playstyle.
I agree. I think in a lot of ways, more recently, I have been noticing like Twin Tails or characters that typically use defaults like Springman and Twin Tail. They're more open to try new things, because if you're playing customs, you have 36 arms right now that you should at least be trying out and seeing if they fit your playstyle.
Yes.
Not all will, but from my discussions with Nobby and sparring with him, he's not afraid to try ridiculous stuff that may or may not work. Typically does.
That's actually a good skill to have too. Like when these updates are coming out, like the way that you're kind of adapting to a new update is like what probably is gonna make or break players moving forward. Like, because there's a lot of players that have these kind of ups where they're just like winning everything. Then they get like one nerf that just like makes everything fall apart, and they never win again because they can't adapt to the kind of new play styles that comes into play, basically. Not that I'm thinking of anyone specific right now in the ARMS community, but just things that I've been taking from like other games, such as like StarCraft or like Team Fortress, where it's just like there's this one player who's just like dominating for 2 years. Then the company is just like, what if we nerf his favorite character? And then he just like disappears from the scene.
That's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like, I know that I've been talking about this in Discord, but like, I've been testing like 17 different arms. That's like the number that I came up with 17 different arms on Kid Cobra, and just being able to change them in and out. And it's important, because if you're going to be playing the customs environment, you need to be able to adapt.
Yeah.
So, all right, they're readying up. What are we going to?
Via Dolce. Yes. I was seeing that in the chat now, but I didn't want to interrupt you there. I think this is the first time I'm seeing this level being played in kind of like an official situation. Or was this allowed at 2GG? I don't think it was.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, it was. I guess I was just too focused on other things. You know, placing high. Kidding.
Placing. Yeah.
Oh, and hello to everyone new in the chat. So if you're just tuning in, this is Canada versus France. Nobby is up by 1 game. It's a best of 3. And Canada has been able to eliminate Meleave so far, which has been Maxo. Now been staying to the next match here, which is looking very even so far.
Yeah, no, it is. Both players are opting for the same type of loadout as before, so there's not really any variation there. But that was a good grab by...
Yeah, very janky, but good anyways.
Yeah.
Like the curving of it was really smooth. Oh, he tried to read that kind of dash out of the shield there, but Nobby wouldn't budge. Another thing that I notice now, let's see if Maxo is gonna get hit there for the last, is that on this stage, since it's so cramped, getting one of those rushes in can be devastating no matter like what arm you have, because you can just like push them out in one of those corners. And which Nobby did manage to do there in the last round. He got, I think, 335 at least.
Yeah.
Oh, but now that one completely misses it.
That's the problem with, like I said, landing those rushes with the Slamomanders and the Bifflers are pretty difficult. That's one of the things I noticed with King Cobra is in default, you have to really work on landing your rushes. And also Maxo is now using the Seiki, which I think is a fantastic arm, but definitely trying to change it up and kind of going for, I wouldn't say a different play style, but with the Seiki, he can't necessarily try to go for quick jabs like he's been doing. Soul said Resolve's here. Yeah, hey Resolve, this is your boy Pineapple.
Oh, I thought Nobby was gonna miss that, but gets the rush in at the end, and that's enough. Gets 320. Now Maxo is very on the back foot here. Might be 1 hit away. Oh, gets at least 1 Seiki hit there for 200, but gets taken out in the end.
Yep.
Nobby taking the games back in a, I wouldn't say like a convincing fashion, but at least a very, it was good.
But a fantastic fight.
And if we go back and check at the bracket, that's gonna eliminate Maxo here. So I'm gonna put a red cross over him. Now both teams having 5 players left. I believe that we're playing 5 versus 5. There was a bit of a talk that there was gonna be a 4 versus 4. I guess we'll be told otherwise if that's the case, but right now it's Meleave and Maxo who has been eliminated, and for this next level, or next stage, sorry, Nobby is going to stay into this, and then Canada will pick a counter pick for Nobby.
Yeah.
Do you, if we actually like look at the bracket there for a second, do you think that there's anyone in particular that they should be choosing? They have JM Canada. No, sorry, that's the wrong team. they have Gassaway, Shiro, Inkalyut. Oh my god, these nicknames are so difficult. And I want to say it says Neos for English speakers, but for me being a Swede, that's Neos. I'm actually kind of new to most of these players. I only recognize Gassaway and Inkalyut.
Yeah.
Have you played with Nias or Shiro?
So the only person I know from here is Inkalat, so I don't know.
Sorry, how did you pronounce that? I'm curious for my sake.
I said Inkalat, but that's definitely wrong. I mean, I'm not even trying to make that sound like it's the right pronunciation. It's wrong.
I mean, none of us are French speakers here, or if you don't have like any hidden talents, at least. So I think it's all right. I think someday, if you're in there in chat, please like go in the voice chat and tell us how you say your name, because that's like one of the things. I remember this player in like StarCraft that's called Idra, and then there was one commentator who kept calling him Idra for like 5 years, and like he just kept going with it even though he knew it was Idra, and it just made him so frustrated. I don't want to be that guy. Okay, so I'm just checking who is up next here.
Yeah, if you want to pronounce your name correctly, you know, let us know.
Yeah.
We definitely want to, you know. I know what Scrimps was saying. They couldn't figure out how to pronounce Akio's name for the longest time. So
Yes, I almost want to see a montage of that.
It was a good month. That's fine though. Scrimps is off.
Yeah. No, but it's just like the montage of like people in general not being able to kind of name Akio or Akiosho. It's just like I can't even remember all of the different variations that's been going around, but they have been quite a few.
Yes.
Alright. So have you been able to join the Discord, by the way?
I did join the Discord, but I might not have the privileges to see this chat that you're talking about that has like
I see.
The selection. But there's just so much crap going on that I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll just tell them. Now they're going through the banning picks here. And I got a confirmation from Gassaway that the next player is gonna be Neos. I'm definitely gonna say Neos and not Neos, because he chose to use a Danish and that's his fault. Unfortunately, I don't have a Danish on my keyboard, so I have to Google this. Why didn't they just have a Swedish God damn it.
I don't know.
Let's see here. Yes. And if I kind of just check the bracket, he has a Ninjara as a picture. Do you think that means he plays Ninjara, or is that like a throwing me off?
It's a throw off. He named the best character, Master Mummy, obviously.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's like the most the worst one, where someone just like names themselves like Ninjara on ladder, and then you go into the match and it's like a twin tail or some shit, and you're just like, God damn it, why do you do this to me? I'm gonna change that. It's not Nobby, it's Nobby versus me. There we go, guys. I think.
And hear this. So.
Now you're in it. I'm sorry for the coughing, by the way.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, and someone was. I just checked the chat now, and I just realized, oh right, we're live, and people are actually watching. I'm just sitting here in my room, talking.
What? Hello, internet.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Nobby is probably going to stay as Twin Tail here. A Twin Tail versus Ninjara. I think Ninjara is also one of those characters where I actually haven't seen like almost any, like at least in the top, like in the top of tournaments, like top 8. Or do you remember any?
I know Avalon made it to the top 12 in 2GGP.
That's
so
true.
He was the only player.
That's true. I think like I only kind of know him and Ku from the, or Koheu, like from the Japanese community, but that's probably like the oh, and Rich Mister of course, but he hasn't been in any tournaments.
Adrian Ninja is also one. Reese the Ninja. There's lots of ninjas like Ninjara, and I think that's it.
All right, it looks like we're going to DNA Lab for the first game here between Neos and Nobby.
Okay.
Good luck and have fun to both players.
Yep. But let's have lots of fun and get some good punching face in.
Definitely. All right, here we go. And yes, it was a Ninjara. Sick.
He wasn't trying to fake us out, or maybe he was trying to fake us out because we thought that he would fake us out.
Oh my god, don't go there. That's too meta. Okay, so we're seeing double Thunderbird here for Nobby. Kind of the loadout that we've been seeing a lot before on a lot of Twin Tail players. Neos
I've
also
never
going for one.
used Thunderbird. I don't understand.
Well, the kind of stun that you get with the Thunderbirds is so powerful that you almost like always guarantee a grab. And it's looking quite solid from Nobby now. He's not gotten hit, at least not even once. Oh, cast a curse.
Excellent grab. Yeah, no, Nobby's kind of basically trying to keep his distance, use Acrosora to keep Neos at bay, and then just sort of get those quick Thunderbird hits.
Yeah, Neos' kind of rush there was very one of those, I would say, like not a safe rush. Where when I say a safe rush, it's like when you get either a stun or a hit confirmed. Neos kind of trying to use that read and just see if he can get Nobby between dashes, but just wasn't able to.
Yeah. No, it's difficult, especially with how there aren't really a lot of periods of vulnerability for Twintel.
2 grabs in a row to get it.
And that'll be it.
Yeah, Nobby too strong. Let's see. So it was kind of interesting because Nobby was not using Thunderbirds at all in the first match there versus Ribbon Girl. Probably just to use that base flare to negate Ribbon Girl's kind of jumping. Wow, that was a nice combo in there too.
That's definitely it.
Yeah,
Flare against Ribbon Girl.
Nice hit.
Also,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I just think there's also something to be said for, people kind of learn your play style, so switching up your arms also kind of forces you to change how you're going to approach the set. So right now, I would say Nobby's going a bit more defensively and using Acrosora significantly more than he was with Maxo.
Yeah. It was a great display of kind of locking his punches in with Acrosora. Oh, that's going to be it for the first one.
I don't know, Soul, would you agree with that? I know you're in the chat.
1-0 to Nobby. Sorry, who were you referring to in chat there?
I was S3 because he mains Twintel.
Oh yeah.
I did notice a switch there between when Nobby was playing Maxo versus playing.
Oh yeah.
Or Nia. Just saying, Nobby's playstyle has changed, Soul.
I think, like, for me, the things that I've been seeing a lot from the Twintel players is that there hasn't been too much of variation in those kind of. I'm not sure if it's just like Twintel's abilities not allowing that, but like for other characters such as like Kid Cobra, like what you play yourself, I feel like almost every Kid Cobra is unique in one way in like how they're playing.
Yeah.
Would you agree with
Because
that?
I would agree, because like Kid Cobra's entire kit is just based around more movement options, whereas Twintel actually has like Acrosora, which is kind of her main gimmick, and I would say that it does pair well with certain defensive play styles. So whereas Kid Cobra, you can kind of do both, even though it's not as effective as Twintel. I mean, just kind of from that perspective, certain arms do work well on certain characters. Yeah. Like, you're not going to Spring Man, you're not going to see Resolve tomorrow start using double Megaton or something.
No, but that, like, if I would want to see like a Ditto tournament, I'd definitely pick Kid Cobra as like the ones that I'd see the most, because as for like Springman and Twintel, they're kind of, I think it's just that they're just so stable as a character that they can just use, or not stable, but kind of like balanced in like all around, that they can just like use their original setup, and that's it basically.
No, I agree. Resolve saying he's going to use double Megaton tomorrow. Do it for Meleave. I would love to see that. That'd be amazing.
Is there a tournament tomorrow? Sorry, I am not sure if I missed that.
Oh, it's just Scrimp's Meleave that he runs every week. Shout out to Scrimp's tournaments.
Definitely a shout out to him.
I'm gonna post the link to Discord because Scrimp's is awesome.
Yeah, and you can send it to me so I can share it in chat. Unfortunately, my MooBot freaks out whenever there's a link. It's just like, and then just like shuts down everything.
Link right now.
Okay, so it's looking like we're going to Sky Arena for the next game.
Setup is not. Going to Sky Arena. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Works pretty well for Twintel and Ninjara in terms of you have fairly safe options for the stage again. Definitely.
I think yeah, if I like try to speculate, I think that Twintel might be having a bit of an advantage depending on where they are, because Twintel can get very good kind of pressure in the corners that I don't think Ninjara can. But at the same time, I think Ninjara could be really good at the plateau. Oh, what? He switched. He switched character.
I was just noticing that. I can't get a link for Scrimp's Discord. Crap. Alright, I'm sorry about that. Won't let me load. Alright. But, I mean, I think most people are in Discord already.
And he goes for the pineapple grab. Sweet.
Yeah, he goes for the pineapple grab. If you didn't know what the pineapple grab is, that whenever you grab at the start of the match, that's the pineapple grab. It gets me every freaking time. Alright. And Nobby's just going for these relentless Thunderbirds and crushes. Neos is getting a bit reckless with trying to approach first instead of trying to react to what Nobby's doing. So I think that's kind of Nobby out right now.
Oh, those fast grabs, they were interesting. I think this is gonna be like this is gonna be a perfect, straight up perfect. Or no, he got the ship damage in. I'm sorry. I think something that a lot of people are getting confident in lately has been just like switching up characters, but against very kind of like players like Nobby, who are just like, they've seen most of the things, at least. They just switching up the character, it won't make it easier. It might just make it more difficult.
Well, I mean, more than like a game like Smash or something, the fundamentals of ARMS do apply to every character. So I find it is a lot easier for people to actually switch characters in this game than Smash.
Definitely. However, now we're also seeing that pressure for Nobby that we were talking about just before now. Oh, now Neo's finally getting some hits in.
Nobby's going for the solid offensive option here instead of last game.
Yeah, kind of the clutch king here of Springman. Ooh, that was
hilarious, that double stun.
Yeah.
Nobby's just trying to look for that final hit while Neos is kind of playing back and trying to get some damage in.
Yeah, if he gets the rush in now, I think he could actually take this. Oh, no!
That was so close.
Yeah, I think you have to be really careful with the Thunderbird rushes. Oh, he gets the grab for the... That's gonna be it.
That's gonna be it.
Another one.
Alright.
Bites the dust for the French team. Nobby, solid 2-0 again. Let's see. And now, if we head over back to the brackets, we'll see that one of these crosses is gonna go on Neos. Now, there aren't a lot of options left for France. It's Inkaliot and Gassaway and Shiro. I think. What do you think is gonna come up next here?
I think Gasso is gonna be in there. I don't know. I think it's time to use him. Oh, that's my prediction.
No,
I don't know what.
Gasso has been playing a lot of kind of Min and Bite and Bark and Lola lately, right? I think.
Oh yeah.
One of those players that just like likes, kind of enjoys switching around, which makes it very unpredictable when you're facing that player.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And I think I'm actually not sure about the other players and like what kind of characters they do play. Now, if I start to switch out these overlays, Pineapple, will you keep track of the band picks and maybe inform the audience of what's going on?
Oh, let me see. I can do that. Yeah, switch to Discord.
And maybe what the next player will be from the French team.
Okay, looks like it's Ink Ink is the next one up.
All right. See if I can pray that I can spell this correctly. Incaliut. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to literally say it out loud to kind of understand what I'm doing.
We banned Mausoleum and Spring Stadium as always, he said.
Now I kind of forgot what Ink is playing. Let's just call him Ink. I think that's just gonna make it easier for all of us.
Sorry, can't pronounce your full name. Apologize. It's my bad. I did take French, but clearly it didn't help.
Press F to pay respects for Ink, they say in chat.
I will. I'm gonna press F.
Wait, did Nobby just disconnect and reconnect to the lobby there?
I didn't see that. I wasn't sure. Actually, wait, are they not sending out Ink?
No, it doesn't look like it actually.
Oh, okay.
Or if there's not a miscommunication in the team here.
I don't know. Ink has now officially changed his name.
It's the like mid match smurfing. It's like kind of useful, I guess. I think that there might be a rule coming up about this in the future.
Oh yeah, we
good
about that.
Yeah, good note though. I think we have to write that down.
Ink said Shiro's playing as Twintel.
All right, so it's gonna be.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Ditto. I want to try the like French pronunciation, but I also want to do the like mega American like Shiro, and just like be in their face about it.
What they are playing on what map?
I'm not sure if that was gonna be the. Oh, it was Sky Arena, so they just went straight in to this, and and it's looking like the overlays are correct as well. Okay, but different skins at least. Now we can tell them apart. White pants, black pants.
Yep.
The double Chillas versus the double Thunderbirds. Pineapple grab. Once
It's all
more.
set up.
Or would it still count as a pineapple grab if it's like several seconds after? Or is it the instant one?
The instant. The pineapple grab is the instant grab.
Oh,
Or does.
that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah, it is. Just take note, guys. Always pineapple grab against me.
Now, I'm liking that Shiro is also using the tag for France there, but I'm not sure what the arrow down is for. Is that like to mind game the other team or something? I don't know. One thing that's really good now with Shiro using that rush, just as I say that, is that the rush is super fast when you use these kind of regular gloves. A lot of people just kind of can't seem to figure out that timing, whereas the Thunderbird will always have like a slower rush. Shiro will always just like kind of beat that with just sheer speed.
Oh, absolutely. And Shiro is doing some really good jukes right here in terms of playing mix-up and getting in some quick Chilla hits. And that was a very good rush by Nobby.
Yeah. He lost the lead entirely there, Shiro. I think now it's just one hit away.
But he will be here in a second. Oh, never mind.
Never mind. It's the caster curse. Welcome to the table.
This is my first time commentating anything ever, so I hope I'm not doing a terrible job.
In a serious matter, I know that you've been commentating our in-house practices.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot.
do our very like stupid commentary, like, oh, and Shiro's punching a lot. That's pretty crazy. Really surprising. I didn't really know that punching was a mechanic in this game that was used a lot, but he's definitely.
Hey, we aren't Smash commentators here. And okay, Shiro getting his flow on here now, getting a lot of 1-2 punches.
And Shiro barraging Nobby right now, which was good because he was right. I think Shiro's kind of trying to play the range game, kind of keep Nobby a bit farther away to be able to just punch from.
Yeah, but it was a similar situation as the last round. Just gets that kind of corner pressure with the Thunderbirds and knocks him up against the wall there. Wow.
Yep. And rush and
yeah, it's so fast. It's just
It is really fast. Also, Iroh's accuracy here is really good. I mean, he has some really good reads right now, so it's just difficult because the Twin-Tail Ditto is a very slow match.
Yeah. Oh, it's so close from both players now. None of them wanting to take the risk. You see the kind of posture with Actress Aura now as time moves out. Let's see. Oh, Nobby getting the rush in. Oh my god.
That grab cost him at the end. Resolve said pineapple commentator. Alright, thank you. I know, I'm the best commentator ever.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. I forgot to say that. I thought that.
Oh, thank you, yeah. I haven't commentated before, so this is all.
I can always fall back that this is not my like mother tongue, so I can just be like, oh, I'm not too good. I'm just like, oh well, I'm Swedish, so I got that, I got that going.
Yeah, I don't even know my own language half the time, so there we go.
Oh man, I have those moments in Swedish where I'm just like, I speak too much English, so I like directly translate it into Swedish, and then people here are like, are you really doing that? I'm just like, no, you know, just I play too much ARMS. No one's from Sweden here, so I just have to speak English. With that,
I can't imagine doing like you go to work and you speak in Swedish all day, and then you come home and like talk for 6 hours in English. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
All right, chat though. Is this some kind of tournament? Yes, this is the second official armed crew battle between Canada and France.
Yeah, and if you guys are just tuning in, don't forget to kind of share this. We have a tweet up on the Fellows in Arms Twitter. We need help to get the word out. We have been doing it like in our own circle a lot, but then we kind of realized like, hey, we're just like liking each other's like own tweets.
They're saying go sparring ring.
Sparring ring. That was really close that they were going to Sky Arena again there, but I got it just in time.
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go. Alright, so again, Nobby's going for Twin-Tail, a very interesting character selection for him.
I think one of the interesting things for me now is that just seeing any matchup on this level, because it's just like I really want this to be the final destination of ARMS, you know.
I think the perfect outcome right now would be if we had a circular sparring ring, which would be like the equivalent for anti-corner pressure.
Yeah, that's true. Although at least now without the rushes, Shiro is doing a very good job getting Nobby down to like 20%, I'd say.
I'm not very good at judging if they're playing defensively or offensively, but Shiro seemed to be playing a bit. And that was so close. That was extremely close.
Oh, but he gets it anyways. I think that's the first round.
Wow.
He has taken against Nobby.
That was good. Good job, Shiro.
I'm kind of wondering how the French restream is, if they're like freaking out right now or. Oh yeah, guys! If you speak French and you're more comfortable in listening to French, then you can tune into Magnet Alpha, who's also streaming this entirely in French. So just to put that out there. Wow! Sick damage, 360 from Nobby's rush there, and it's almost looking like it's gonna be a perfect now. Kind of shutting down Shiro's whatever Shiro had in mind. Just kind of, hey, get back on the ground, stay there. Yeah, I guess the grab in. Okay, we're going to the, I guess, could you call it stocks in ARMS? Would that be allowed? Would people be angry?
You can call them whatever we want. We don't have rules here. This is...
Whoa! Alright, okay, the last stock, I want to say, for Shiro.
Last Wild West, we can do whatever.
Last bullet, I don't know.
Saul said, why does T-Bird do that much rush damage? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, even after the nerf, they only nerfed the homing, so they didn't nerf like how fast it goes out. It doesn't necessarily impact Quintel's playstyle in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I thought they would make it slower, but nope.
Nah, we're gonna keep it.
That's Nintendo.
I was going for some really good reads right here in terms
Yeah.
of when to punch and when not to.
Yeah, I love seeing that. I hate when it happens to me. Just the kind of chiller reads when it's just like perfectly timed. Ooh.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage. We'll see how Shiro, if he can pull off the rush here to close the game.
Oh, the posture, both of them just like dashing around doing Actress Aura. Oh, he should do the rush now. That should be
There we
enough.
go.
Yep.
Wow. Excellent play. Very clutch. Holy crap.
Yeah. If he allowed Nobby to get that arm up again, I would be... someone would have to scold him on his team.
Gee. Yeah.
But that's hype.
That is very hype. Let's see. Oh crap, man. J-Knight, are you there in chat?
Are you seeing this shit?
No, I have to leave for work in like 15 minutes, so I'm like, I have to kind of commentating soon.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
no worries. I'll check, because originally we're gonna have Akio going in here. I think he accidentally fell asleep or something like that. Okay, let's see just which level they're going into. I'm just gonna switch up the names here, which I believe to be, what is it, Nobby versus, I forgot the name. Shiro, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, the map is gonna be Ramen Bowl. That's the first time we see that today. So if you need to go, Pineapple, don't worry, I'll just commentate.
Yeah, I'll pay for this match and then I'll probably go.
Alright.
Oh, I gotta communicate here though. Crap.
But thank you for stopping by at least, Pineapple. Really appreciate having you on stream.
No, of course. Yeah, I'm glad to help out. Is this match already going yet or no?
It's looking... Oh, did you need to restart something?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna join. This will be my last.
Yes, you
lap.
just got in time.
Alright.
Alright, here we go. Nobby versus Shiro. The last game between these two at least.
Yes.
But damn. On the Ramen Bowl. A stage which has been kind of falling in and out of the counter picks and starter stages. Even getting banned in some tournaments as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a risky stage. I don't know.
It makes me sad. It's my favorite stage of them all.
I know that we were talking about how like the problem with Ramen Ball is the fact that it has these curves that can provide for really unpredictable plays that you're not going to see in any other map. So in that case, it's kind of more like a counter pick, if anything.
Yeah.
The thing is, you want a circular stage that is able to provide basically the counter corner play, and that's what I want to see more of. It's just that we don't have many options.
I was kind of wondering when you said like unexpected plays on this. Do you mean like how the arms can like go on the ground and then just like hit from below? Because that's one thing that I've been seeing. Like when someone is in the bowl hitting, and then it'll just like follow the ground up underneath.
Yes, and curving arms. Like if I know that when I was playing Gore on Ramen Bowl, we were both like just astounded by the boomerangs and how like their hitboxes are when you're on slopes and stuff. So
yeah,
it was quite.
Yeah,
Hey Gore.
It was a good, almost a comeback there from Shiro, using his rush to try to get back into it, but only had like one hit before losing it. And now he's on his very last leg here, as he has to try to take on Nobby, who has a full rush from the beginning.
We'll see the underdog fight right now.
Yeah, managed to stave him away though. Like he gets 2 hits in.
Yes, Shiro's doing a very good job because his chillas are very advantageous for hitting Nobby from the sort of this mid-range. Shiro's doing a very good job at trying to stay in that range right now.
Oh, gets the grab into it. It almost looked like he was able to jump out of that. Yeah, he's gonna use the rush there. That's gonna be not game, but it's looking very
gonna be
bad for
hard.
Shiro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's
Yeah. One
not
more,
quite.
and then
More.
let's see. Hopefully Shiro can pull it back though. We always love a comeback, but no.
That's it. No, that'll close it out. Very, very well played, Shiro, and of course, Nobby, well played. But Shiro had some really good plays there with his chillas. Very impressive.
Definitely. And that's gonna continue Nobby's streak in this battle. So if we go back and look at the brackets here. Oh, sorry. Are you going to leave now, Pineapple?
I will be leaving. Yes.
All right. No worries. We'll just the show must go on, as you say.
Yes, I understand that. So,
yes. But if you guys want to see more Pineapple, tune in tomorrow, where Pineapple will be joining on the Fellows in Arms cast. So look forward to that, guys.
And I'll hopefully be able to. Yeah, I'll be more prepared. This was kind of extremely sporadic. So.
You were doing a great job. So see you around and have a nice working day.
Wait, no, I'm not gonna leave quite yet though. 'Cause I'm gonna wait for a second. But
okay. Oh, so you're going to be in the next run?
No, just 1 second though. But what was I gonna say? Something came up in chat I wanted to talk about.
Yes, just wanted to mention there too. So now Shiro got eliminated. So France only has 2 players left, Gassaway and Ink. So it's gonna be one of the two, and this is interesting because France managed to take on Fellows in Arms, our team, very kind of convincingly. So
yes,
it's very interesting to see that France is having issues now with like taking down France. I mean.
Well, I mean, I just learned today that Canada had Nobby, and I was like, holy crap, Nobby is in Canada, and it's Nobby, like, jeez. So, oh yeah, I wrote this because I wanted to show before I left. There we go, Gore. I got this for you. I wrote this out. I don't know if you can see
Oh
that.
my god, that's beautiful.
I know. Love you, Gore. So,
like, how do you do that, like this kind of heart thing in the webcam? For him. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, there you go, Gore. But yeah, so thanks for having me as a commentator on this, and I will be seeing you guys. 4x Pineapple, there we go. That's
shipping.
But yeah, I will see you guys on the podcast tomorrow, hopefully, and I wish both teams good luck for the remainder of this crew battle. It's difficult for me because I'm like friends with all of these players on both teams, so I can't necessarily say that I want one team to win over the other, but these have been some really excellent fight guys, so thanks for making this possible.
Yeah, thank you. Alright, see you around.
Alright, see you guys. Good luck.
Let's see. And that's gonna be that for now. Let's see. There we go. Now I'm gonna head back to the Discord and see what's going on here because I totally missed out on the conversation here. And yes, okay guys, so who do you think, what do you think now? Do you think Canada or France is winning? It's looking very good for Canada right now. France still has the two kind of active community members, the one that was taking the leaderboards by storm, Gassaway going up against, I think it was like either first or second place there, which of course, as we all know, was manipulated with rematches, but still getting up on that leaderboard in the first place, it's not an easy task. Even though you do rematches, you have to win them all and get that full bar on the rank 20. So I'm not sure what the SpongeBob SquarePants thing is in chat, but you do you, chat. You do you. Wolfie asking, do we have enough ARMS players in the US to have France versus UK? Wait, I think that you mean France versus US. But oh, pineapple under the sea. Now I got it. Thank you for whoever wrote that. That's the reference. Okay, I'm just gonna fix the overlays here now. Versus Nobby. Let's see if Ink can actually end Nobby's streak here. It's gonna be a tough task, seeing that Nobby has seemingly no problem with all of these players that France is throwing at him. And it looks like we're going back to sparring ring, so I'm gonna just change to that and fix a bit of here, fix a little there. And people are already up. Good luck to both players. Let's see what is going to happen. And of course, Ink coming out with the Lola, and I don't think I even have a picture for that. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm sorry, guys. I totally forgot that this was a thing. That the Lola actually is one of the players. Let me see if I can fix that actually. But please enjoy. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. No, we're not. Never mind. Just imagine that the picture on Ink is a Lollapop. Okay. Moving on to the battle here. Nobby staying true with those Thunderbirds. Getting all the hits in. Ink not being able to get a single punch in now. And Nobby could close this out with a rush. But I think he's going to save it for the next round if Ink is not doing anything crazy here. Wow. Okay. That was fast, I have to say. Actually, let me see if I can do that. Does that work? Yeah, okay. That's better than nothing. We'll have the random picture. And Ink just immediately using that rush, getting only one hit with the Biffler. Not nearly enough to kind of get this thing going for him. Nobby very well reading those jumps of Lola and Ink. Just decimating that that clown. I think this is the first time we see Lola pop here in these kind of matches as well. So very brave by Ink, but it's not gonna be enough for Nobby. He takes the first round of this best of 3. And let's see here. Reading through the chat a bit. Some people getting angry at the twin tail here, but we also have to remember that Nobby is one of the best players. Got very high ranked in Scrims' tournaments. Yeah. Okay. So this if Ink if Ink loses this next one, then that means there's only one more player for for France. I'm sorry. And they're going through the ban picks right now. Nobby choosing to ban Mausoleum and Spring yet once again. I think it's been the same bans for every player that Nobby has been facing. And Ink chooses Buster Beach, which is going to be the first one for this crew battle. Good luck to both players, and let's see if Ink could do some more damage this time. And if he's going to stay as Lola. No, it's looking like he's not. So it's gonna be a Ribbon Girl versus Nobby here. With the grenade and cracker. Sorry guys, just getting the gum in, so I kept losing my voice there, so. Alright, here we go. Nobby going back to that anti-Ribbon Girl loadout. Slapping Man River and the Biffler. Was very successful in the first game there. But it's interesting how he only chooses to use that versus Ribbon Girl. Thunderbird could be a good way there, but not as easy as with the Biffler. Ribbon Girl not having that very kind of vertical movement options that a lot of the other characters have. Both players sporting the rush now. Ink getting that damage in. Gets 340. That's good enough, I'd say. Nobby trying to respond with the rush of his own. Can't get it though. Ooh, and Ink just barely surviving there with the broken arm. Very impressive stuff. You can still jump around a bit when you have a broken arm, but not a lot. So you have to be very careful where you jump. Now Ink, for the first time in the lead, gets the rush in as well. Unfortunately can't connect all of them. Would probably ended the first round there, but now he's kind of on a back foot here. Nobby has a rush of his own. And the timer is ticking now. Is Nobby gonna use it? Oh, blinds Ink actually. Ooh, next. Oh, it's. I was gonna say the next thing that Ink does here is gonna be the crucial moment. Can't get it in the end though. Had the lead there though, so I think if Ink just stays a bit more, gets more comfortable with the Ribbon Girl, he could take some rounds. Not like that though. He needs, he can't let that happen right now. For France and himself. Now this is where he wants to be. Long range Basiki. Oh boy, don't we all just love that. Oh my god. That's one filthy rush there. Only gets 200 damage though, which could have been a lot better. That's the kind of thing you have to choose when you choose to do a rush from a long distance. You can't chain those arms to get those 300, 400 damage combos, or even 500 if you're really good. Very good read by Nobby. Deflects that grab with the rush. Now they're just posturing around. Same health, both players now. Ink has the rush, but if he does a long range rush, this is not going to be enough. Gets one hit in though. I think this will be enough. If he gets a rush in now, I think he can end this. Ooh, Nobby gets his rush back in now soon. Oh, that was very close. He gets a lot of ship damage in, but it's around the 40 HP. Oh, the grab. No, it's not gonna end it. One hit more and Ink can take this round. Or get eliminated. Choose wisely. Now this is the reading game. Oh, he gets him blinded. Oh, they're at a similar HP now. Oh, and he jumps in the last second. Okay. Wow, okay. Nobby reading and playing excellently and eliminating Ink there in the end. This leaves France with very few options as Ink gets eliminated. Now they only have Gassaway left in their team. Can Gassaway do the reverse sweep and take out 4 players? Stay tuned for next step. No, of course it's gonna happen here and now. So be glad that you tuned in for this. And if you haven't already, you should follow this channel. You should probably follow this channel and the Fellows in Arms Twitter. I had my Twitter account, but for these kind of events, you should follow Fellows in Arms to get those latest updates. And if you weren't aware, tomorrow around this time there will be a Fellows in Arms podcast featuring me, this guy here, Hanukkah, Akiosho, and Pineapple that was commentating earlier. Here we have him. It's Nobby versus Gassaway. And in the podcast tomorrow, we'll be discussing. Oh, he left. What an anti-climax. We're going to discuss Lollapop. We're going to discuss the 3.1 patch with the sparring ring and the small balance things that actually switched up the meta in a lot of regards. We're also going to do a lot of announcements, a lot of Fellows in Arms announcements, and kind of showing you guys what we've been working on. Among those things is, I'm not gonna say them, so I'm just gonna like tease them here and let you guys tune in for them tomorrow. But there's a lot of things that has been happening behind the scenes of Fellows in Arms. So if you've been wondering like why I haven't been streaming as much, or why I haven't been active on some of the Discords, it's because I'm working a lot to bring you content and a lot for the future. So most of those things will be announced tomorrow. So I really hope that you tune in for that. Let me just, as the players do their banning picks, I'll just fix the overlays a tad bit. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far though. I sure am. It's gonna be really interesting to see if Gassaway chooses to go with the Bite and Bark or Min Min though. I'm expecting it to be the Min Min, but we'll see. He can always surprise me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I'm just gonna put that in there and check the Discord. They're doing the banning picks now, and it's looking very confusing for some of the players. Sorry, now I can take a look at the chat here. Sorry. Is iTunes Fellows in Arms happening? That's one of the things that we're working on. We're trying to get Fellows in Arms, like the podcasts, on other platforms. It's not something that it's been kind of down prioritized because we have so many things that we need to do, but it's definitely something that we're looking into, getting Fellows in Arms both on Android and iOS devices, so you can actually listen to that while walking around, so you don't have to use the crappy YouTube app. If you want to support Fellows in Arms, there is a kind of support donate button under the stream. All of the money that is being donated from there goes entirely to Fellows in Arms projects. If you choose to support me, you can give me bits and stuff like that, but the donate button under the stream, everything is going to Fellows in Arms projects, and all of those kind of like money and like what we're using the money for, we will announce tomorrow. And thank you everyone who's saying that you're appreciating this tournament. And if you have any questions, like, do hit me up. Like now when we're just waiting anyways. Oh, sorry. Apparently we're going to sparring ring again. Almost choked on the water there. And it's a Min Min. I read him. I knew it. Okay. Possibly the last match of the evening as Nobby takes on Gassaway. Twintel versus Min Min. Let's go. It's looking very even so far. One thing that's very kind of good to notice here in this level is that Gassaway doesn't have a lot of room to get to jump back and charge up his dragon arm. He needs to kind of knock down Nobby to make that happen, or grab him. Nobby already on the rush. Ooh. And he gets his opportunity there. Gets the stun grab. And he cancels a rush with a grab. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. And responds with his rush, a rush of his own. Holy crap, Gassaway. Now you're probably turning heads here in the chat. Oh, now it's the Paddy's game here, just exchanging arm for arm. Gassaway coming up on top. Has the dragon arm now. Wow, and takes the first round in a very very fast. Wow. All right. Let's see if Gassaway can take this back. Giving some hope to the French people in chat and to Magnet Alpha stream as well. Alright. Nobby not being able to get anything out of that rush except for chip damage, which isn't enough. What? Gassaway. Wow, that was interesting. He still got that. The Tri-Bolt has a really kind of slow rush, but Gassaway still being able to like ship in on that. And it's choosing, instead of like blocking Nobby's hits, he's kind of punching them away, which is working really well in his favor. Gets those Tri-Bolts in. All he needs, 1 or 2 more. And then he takes this. Oof. Tries to go for the spam. Reads Nobby. Oh, he gets a grab. Now it's just a pixel left for Nobby. Gassaway needs to choose wisely here. Oh, Nobby feeling pressured, using the rush there. Gassaway, wow. Taking that 2-0 round and going up 1-0 versus Nobby. This might actually be the comeback that we have been kind of looking for. So if you guys are hyped, please let me know. Oh, and if you subscribe, you can have my Twitch emote, but that is called the hype actually. I'll just put that in there, because I'm hyped. I don't care about you guys, I'm hyped. Nice conversation we're having in the chat too. I like that we can foster the kind of discussion around this. Oh, that's a nice emote there as well, Wolfie. Comedy hype, yes. You can only use that if you subscribe to my channel. Like Grabble of T-Birds have done. Oh yeah, good on you. Gassaway is saying in the Discord that he is try-harding his ass off and sweating a lot. So we know that he is not just fooling around with this match. He was playing very well. That rush cancel with a grab, that was like, that was good stuff. I wish I could like give a shout out to this. It's like a mug that you just put on the table and it can't like flip over. I would sub, but sadly I can't. I'm not allowed. Aw, that's too bad. I still like you anyways though. And it's good to have you here. Let's see what the banning picks are. Okay, so Gassaway bans Ramen Bowl and Ninja College. Okay, so Ninja College was actually allowed. And Nobby picks DNA Lab. I'm suspecting that he's gonna go double Thunderbirds for that. Let's see what's about to go down. This is also one of those stages where if you get enough space as a min-min, you can easily get that charged arm in, which Gassaway surely needs. Oh, this is interesting. Nobby is actually not going for the Thunderbirds on this stage. Would be like I would understand it if the pillars were knocked down, but now they're all up, and he still goes for the kind of 2 arms that doesn't curve very well. Kind of feels like a mind game almost. It seems to be working kind of now. Gassaway trying to get that charged dragon arm by using the pillars. He only has 5 left though, so can't rely too much on those. Very well played with the rush there from Nobby. Using his sweet time though with that Actress aura. Kind of saw that grab and just like, should I do the rush? Yeah, I probably should. Wow, nice nice stun into grab there by Gassaway. One of the really kind of strong styles that you can use as a min-min. 10-10 man being one of the kind of I guess not the first player, but one of the players that were using it a lot in the beginning. Tri-bolt and straight glove. Nobby destroying one of those arms. And Gassaway gets that rush in. I don't understand. And he takes the first round as well. Like those tri-bolt rushes are so hard to hit. Especially since they're just so slow, like compared to anything else. Maybe the Slap-O-Matters are worse, but most of the rushes are way faster than that. This could be Nobby's last round here. This streak that he managed to get up could actually be negated here by Gassaway, which could be proved to be a tough opponent. Wow, there you see it. Even though he broke that grab, the Slap-O-Matters rush is so hard to hit. Now it's looking really good for Gassaway here. If he can... he doesn't get it this time though. Nobby getting the cheeky reach around punch there from the pillar. Yeah, that grab, the stun grab is not going to work on that distance, unfortunately. Both players staying very even now. It's looking really, really good for Gassaway, I have to say. If Nobby can get this rush in though, he's going to take it back. But it's so hard to hit those. I think Gassaway could have gone in there. Yes! Oh. If he didn't get the knockback there. Oh, he nearly read Nobby there. Just as he went out of the grab. Gets the 2-0. We're back. France is back. Can we have some hype in chat? I don't know what what smiley you need to use, but god damn, France is back. So if we go back to the bracket now, we can see that Gassaway, who is the solo person left in this team, managed to now knock out Nobby, but he still has 3 players left to knock out to take this back. And to remind you guys, the first crew battle had a revive feature. There is no revive feature in this match, so Gassaway is the last player. So now it's up to Canada to see kind of which one should we do to like counter Gassaway here. I'm psyched. Just saying, just putting it out there. Gassaway posting very good memes. I like that he has the time to win and then just like immediately post a meme in the Discord. It's like you have them hotkeyed or something. Alright. Let's see who they're gonna choose. The next player from Canada will be Superior Fan. It's one of the players that I haven't actually seen a lot of, so it's gonna be fun to see what character Superior Fan is playing and how. Do you guys believe in the comeback story of the month? Oh, and Superior Fan is playing Max Brass. That's the first one of this crew battle. Gonna switch some things out there. Are you hyped for Max Brass? It's gonna be interesting. The few Max Brasses I've seen is Carbo and Steelhead, so it's always nice to see new players, or seemingly new players, at least from my perspective, coming in and just taking on those characters that aren't very common. Let's see. Wow, that's a really long nickname. I'm sorry. I have to fix this. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. And let's see what the band picks are gonna be. So Superior Fan, a band sparring ring from, which is kind of interesting. I think Max Brass would probably work very well there. Who is ready? Who's ready for Odyssey? Yeah, it's less than a month left now. I think I'll be getting it at least, but man, Nintendo is draining my wallet these days. Pokken was like, it was expensive, man. Like, you'd think like I don't buy a lot of console games, but when I went to the store, I thought it was like way cheaper and then I paid, and I was like, oh man, it's that expensive. Oh well, now I already picked it out. I can't say I don't want it anymore. Oh yeah, haven't finished Rabbids XCOM. Yeah, I mean that's the issue. Like, even though Nintendo is releasing one new game each month, if you like them, you're not gonna have time to get all of them. You can just play ARMS. Just don't care about those other games. You just play ARMS. That you're fine. The pick is sparring. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Reading through this Discord while talking is one hell of a job. Okay, we're gonna go into the next battle here. Max Brass versus Min Min. Bam. Gassaway versus Superior Fan. Let me know, guys, in chat, who do you think will win this? Do you think Gassaway is gonna take it back, or is Superior just gonna knock the French hope down? It's interesting to see Max Brass with a Tri-Bolt. I think it's one of the few players I've seen doing that. Gassaway using, smartly so, the Thunderbirds, working very effectively against any big characters. Gets the rush in as well. 300. Yep, that works. He's gonna be happy with that. But as with Max Brass, you have to go through the pain of the 25% rush Max Brass, or rage Max Brass rather. 1 for Gasso and 2 for Superior. Yeah, let me know, chat. Please type that shit out. Now, oh, Superior now has that rage in. It could work against you though, because you can't. You have no choice but to be in that buff mode. You can't decide. Gassaway nearly getting that. It gets it. Wow. Superior was like really close of getting back there. The deflect was working in his favor so much. Oh, sorry, I'm following the chat like very slowly here, but I am reading what you're writing, but I have trouble responding, so please keep that in mind. Gassaway getting those grabs in. Oh, now it's the table's turn. Max Brass is getting pushed into a corner where he usually excels. This is looking great for Gasso. He doesn't even care about that 25%. Ooh, Superior taking the risk there, kind of parrying one of the rush punches from the toaster. Was almost looking. Oh, okay, that grab. That's the grab from the Cross Pacific. It's not over yet though. Both of them just kind of slowing down, trading punches now. Gassaway finally getting a punch in. But now he has that wake up deflect of Max Brass. You can't grab that. Please don't. Ooh. Gassaway trying to respond with the rush. putting Superior on the Magic Pixel and KOing him for the 1-0. Continuing on with his streak, which could be the comeback story. Maybe that leaderboard wasn't lying after all. Maybe Gassaway was just tricking everyone that he fooled Nintendo and that he was actually the number one. And I'm sorry, that text does not... it doesn't say the right thing here. I'm gonna change it. There we go. Look at me. Look at that production value. Now, just looking back to the chat and being like, oh wow, you're talking about Destiny. I'm like, yeah. That's what you get. Like for me, not having only having Switch as the only console here. Yeah, thanks Jorpen. Did you see like how I moved that text bit just like with my arrow keys? Just like Craig-asm. Buster Beach is the next one. Alright, let's continue on. And I believe it was Superior fan who picked Buster Beach now. Okay. Let's go! Let's go! If, oh my god, if Gassaway takes this back entirely, it's just gonna be beautiful. I don't know the word in French, but it's gonna be beautiful. And I even tried to learn French. Hopeless thing. It's the only class I failed at was French. God damn it. That teacher wasn't good to me. Alright. Gassaway starting out strong here, getting those punches and grabs in. But Superior getting those replies in as well, so you just needed to get comfortable in the sand here. The sand of Buster Beach. That it looked almost like as if Superior could have cancelled that rush shot, but decided to stay safe behind his shield. Not gonna blame him for that. That's totally understandable. A lot of players mistakenly just like parry out of the rush and gets completely crushed by that, so that's a good idea. I just noticed that there's a bite, like a bite in the background. There are two of them? Holy crap. Sorry. I get distracted. Superior has the rush in, but I'm not sure if it would be wise to actually use that one because it's such a long way back. He might be better off just saving it to the next round. If he wants to. I'm not the one playing. Ooh, the time is not gonna be enough. Yeah, Gassaway gets it in the end, but the time was running too low, so he was probably not gonna be able to get that anyways. Hello Jorpen, by the way, I didn't say that earlier, but hello. Nice to have you here. Ooh, Gassaway getting that kind of confirm and just like snapping the Superior into the corner there. Now it's not looking too great for Superior. Has to win 4 rounds and not getting stunned like that. Gassaway looking so confident in these matches. Almost chaining that Thunderbird as well. Yeah, this combo is not working too great for Superior. And that's gonna be it. Once more. Gassaway takes it away. Wait, did I just rhyme? Holy crap. 2-0 for Gassaway. Moving back to the brackets, it's looking more and more grim for the Canadian team, which now has Superior fan knocked out. Now there's only JM Canada and Jimbo. Some would say that you're saving the best for the last, but you know, all of these players are good, so It's I'm not sure which one I should pick. I would pick here. Both JM Canada and Jimbo being one of the kind of top players in most of the tournaments that are being played, getting those high rankings and also getting high up on those Accio rank, Accio stats. Thanks, Wolfie, by the way. Oh wait, Resolve is subbing in for Canada? What? Oh man. Okay, here we go. Raw is Jimbo is in it to win it. Let me just change some of the shit up in the overlays here. And let's see. Jimbo. Jimbo is maybe I would guess a twin tail, but that's just because it statistically is the highest chance. Res love. It's like the drunk way of saying resolve. Alright. Jimbo plays as Bite and Bark. Sweet. We have like so many characters in rotation tonight. Let's me just fix that little thingy there. Express? No? There you go. Alright. I'm all good. I hope you guys are all good too. I think that they're going into the banning picks now. There's so many memes being posted in this Discord chat, so I'm having troubles following everything that's going on. So we're going into the banning picks here, and I'm just gonna put the screen up so they don't accidentally go back into Buster Beach. Who's been alright. The last good Bite and Bark I've seen was Coney. Oh, is that so, Wolfie? I think J-Knight is probably one of the top Bite and Barks, I'd say. But I'm not sure if there's been any kind of top like players finishing in the top of the tournaments as Bite and Bark. That's been unusual. Someone do comment the hype in chat. I mean, I can do that. I can't do that face and I can't do that face again though. It's just a one-time thing. So it seems like we're going back to sparring ring. So I'm just gonna put that up and hey Tossitoker, thank you for the sub, by the way. People keep subbing when I'm like either not paying attention or I'm like offline, so I just come on and it's like, oh shit, I have a sub. Yeah. Which is good. Right. Potentially the last game of the evening. Oh, it's not 2-0. I'm sorry about that, guys. Production value. Alright, here we go. Raw is Jimbo going full defaults here as he's using that Cracker and Seeky. Poor Bark, though, getting knocked down in the beginning. Gassaway having no mercy. Pita, please come and save him. And so far, Jimbo has not been able to get a hit in. And that still stays true. He got to grab him, though. I'm not gonna fold for the cast curse. Gassaway reading those timings very well. Making sure that Bark stays down. Ooh, looked like Jimbo was almost gonna get that, get away from that rush. Nice, Gassaway taking the first round here. Sorry, I'm just like spacing out here because I'm reading the chat. JM Canada is the last person in the Canada. JM Canada is the last person in the Canadian team. His name has Canada in it, so it just makes it a hassle to say. Ooh, that was interesting. He kind of slipped Bark away from his feet there and made the rush. Kind of gives an interesting timing, but nothing that surprises Gassaway. This is not looking too good for Jimbo here. Jimbo. He does get some grabs in though. It's I wouldn't say that they're lucky, but they're very interesting. Wow, that takes the cake. The robotic dog and cop gets knocked out for one round at one match at least. This is looking good for France right now. Like I was kind of worried for Gassaway at first there, but now he's starting to get into this. And something that I mentioned now earlier in the cast as well is like when a player gets the ball rolling, they have this kind of heat from the last game where they can just like continue, and then the other player who's just waiting probably is watching this and not playing themselves. So for them it's just like they're sitting there kind of cold hands, they haven't done a lot, and then it's just like, oh, let's go into this game where this guy is like literally on fire. Yes, I said literally in the wrong sense. Gassaway telling Jimbo to pick whatever. Is that rude? Maybe? I don't know. Jackman is... Are you... he's saying in chat that he's dying on the inside? That's too bad. Oh yeah, you're a bite and bark. No, I realize why. So... the picks is gonna be... Jimbo is kind of unsure. Taking up all the spam in the Discord here. I don't think that Snake Park is allowed, so probably can't go to that stage. I think was it Spring Stadium then? Alright, Spring Stadium it is. Alright, let's go. Would have been interesting if it was Snake Park there. Chat saying that Jimbo is gonna get wrecked here. Let's see. Let's give him a chance, guys. He could chain that Siki onto those Yabuki Springs of Doom. Yeah, I mean, gets one hit in at least. Not gonna stay too biased. I do want to give all the players a chance. Bite and Bark being notoriously one of the slower characters, so you have to kind of use the dog to kind of get that mobility in, but if you're not, if you're just like walking around, then it's gonna be hard. It does work like as a mix-up though, because he's getting the hits in on Gassaway, but Gassaway is just like sweeping away Bark all the time. Whoa, gets the cancel, but then does the rush. That was odd. He had a very good opportunity there where he could have waited with the rush a bit and used that to his advantage, but instead using that rush while Gassaway was down equaled no damage. Still looking better than the last game though for Jimbo here. Getting those punches from above. Whoa, okay, that was odd. I'm not sure what happened there. Both grabs being cancelled seemingly. Alright. Now time is running out. Jimbo managed, he used this rush there just at the last second. Very unfortunate choice. he is doing a very good like mix-ups here, but his rush usage is very unorthodox, I would say. Allows Gassaway to get that Dragon Arm in. Gassaway not even blocking, just kind of waiting to see what Jimbo is doing. Feeling super confident about this. Gets the Shane Thunderbird into the kind of air juggle there. Reads Jimbo's every step here. Ooh, almost gets one hit in, but it's almost looking like it's going to be a perfect here for Gassaway if this continues. Oh! The rush is cancelled. Could this be the comeback for Jimbo? Not in that fashion. Please no. Oh, the jumping punches. Using both the bark and the springboard to just go back and forth there. Oh, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Gassaway taking yet another Canadian player out. 2-0. Nobby and Gassaway really showing their kind of true selves in these matchups here. And now, if we switch back to the bracket, just for a minute here, we're gonna see that the Canadian team, seeming to have so many options, now only has one. And that option is JM Canada. So the last game of this evening is gonna be JM Canada versus Gassaway. Please guys, if you're hyped, let me know in chat. This is gonna be awesome. This is probably gonna be one of the more closer matches as well. Yeah, and guys, if you were just tuning in and you missed the previous matches, the VOD is gonna be on my YouTube. You can just scroll down under the stream and you can find it there. So, you know, if you want to get a notification about it, there is a subscribe feature on YouTube, but otherwise you can probably watch the VOD here on Twitch as well, but I'm gonna probably like compress the VOD a bit. Let's see. Alright. There's the Canadian spam chat here in the Discord. Press F if hype. Yeah. Holy shit, there's quite a few people here in the chat. I'm so happy that you're all tuning in for this. Let's see also if we could possibly get Akio in on this stream. Be pretty hyped too. If we could get 2 casters in on the last one here. I think the spam of the flags in Discord is actually making it almost crash for me. Alright. We might be seeing Akio join us here. Cool. Let's see if I can fuck up the overlay even more than I did before. That good old Skype call sound. Alright, Akio's gonna help us cast the last game here. Okay, I'm not sure, but it's very interesting how these emojis are kind of causing my Discord to almost like crash. So please, I don't know if you can crash Twitch by doing that, but please don't spam the flags there. I don't know where Kanda is. Well, if you spell it right, you could probably find it in Google. Oh yeah, and the earlier question there, Gassaway is not using Lola. What gives? I think Gassaway is very comfortable with Lola, but when he decides to go for that tryhard mode, he will oftenly go for the min. Alright. Alright, for the last time, guys. 1 if Canada wins, 2 if France wins. Let me know in chat. I don't have the poll option up. Oh, and if I played Pokken before, I unfortunately didn't have any time to play that today because I was fixing so much for this stream and the stream that's coming up tomorrow. And it's looking very mixed here. People are a lot of 2s. I think that means that France might be winning this, at least in the pooling. Nobby going for France. Accept my friend's request. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Halen is joining? I'm not sure what that's about. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna add that. Oh, got quite a few requests. JM Canada. I'm sorry, I'm gonna add you now. Yay, we're now friends. Sweet. Create lobby and arena. Gonna put the code there. Alright, and we will get Akio on the Skype call as well. And it's not a Gassaway versus Superior fan. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. It's gonna be Gassaway versus is the JM Canada. Hello, Akio.
Hello. It's like still ringing on my end, but I can hear you.
Yeah. I guess it's just loading a bit. Let's see if I can get your name up as well. Is your camera working out for you there?
It should be.
Alright. So, it's been a very back and forth game here. Nobby taking like a lot of French people down, and then Gassaway just doing the reverse sweep, and now it's on the last stock for, or last character for both of the players here. And oh yeah, right, I need to check that what the characters both are playing. Do you know who JM Canada plays? Akio, are you there still? Seems like we lost him there for a moment. Alright, it's a Kid Cobra. Okay, it seems like it got disconnected there. We're gonna try to get him on though. JM Canada versus Gassaway. I think that's gonna be the first Kid Cobra of the evening as well. Oh, it seems like Skype crashed for Akio. Let me get that first. Hello, Akio? Are
Hello.
you there? No, it seems like the camera is on as well.
Okay, let me fix that weird
Let's
stuff
see.
going on.
Damn. Oh wow, it's really zoomed in on your face. That looks hilarious. Wait, let me fix that. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Don't look at the stream, guys. It looks really weird. I'm just fixing this with like super high production value here.
I see it on the stream.
All right, here we go. Now it looks kind of okay here. Hey, we got it.
I'm just trying to fix like. There, that looks pretty good. Trying to fix all my camera settings.
Ah, that's fine. I think the banning picks has been done too. Let me just check that in Discord.
For some reason, every time I call you, like, for some reason, I think it might be you in Europe or something. Like, I have to change my anti-flicker on my camera from NTSC to PAL.
Is that like the? Oh my god, that's so weird. That's like so kind of old school as well. Alright, so I don't know how much you saw the previous games there, but Gassaway has been yeah, he's been kind of cleaning house, and it's Gassaway banned Spring and Sky Arena.
Oh yeah, you should tell me what the code to the room is so I can jump in.
Of course, it's in the chat there.
Okay. Oh yeah, but seriously, like no one told me there was a crew battle today.
Oh okay, I'm sorry. There's so
Like-
many things happening. So
Yeah, like I need to check. Like I don't know if this was on our calendar or whatever, but I need to check that more often.
yeah, I mean, people say that ARMS is dead, but there's like events happening constantly. I can't keep
Yeah.
up with everything.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna watch it on tabletop mode because that's not working on my computer, so whatever. Don't have time for this.
Someone in chat asked if you have a Switch, and yes, Akiyosho has a Switch. He's also streaming on his own channel called Akiyosho. So if you guys want to see some more ARMS with lo-fi hip-hop, then you should head over there and give him a follow.
Do it.
I've been really on on point with my shoutouts and constant like nagging people to follow me today. I am super bad with that usually otherwise. Okay, it seems like
Nice.
Mausoleum is the map we're going to. Are you in the game now, Akio?
Still not working. Hold on. Just loading up ARMS. I'm not gonna be able to look at the screen now, though.
Oh, that's fine. We're just gonna wait a bit until Akio gets in here.
I'm in.
Oh, sweet.
I'm ready.
Wait, are you sure? Because I'm not seeing you in the lobby.
It's still connecting, but now I'm in.
Yay! Okay, there we go. Just double checking. Mausoleum it is. Alright, let's go. Last game of the evening, guys. Hope you're hyped.
Yes.
It's Gassaway representing France and JM Canada representing Canada, obviously. And now I see that the names are a bit odd here. I'm gonna fix that. Maybe you can do the beginning here, Akio.
I thought Resolve was serious at first whenever he was saying he was going to sub in for JM Canada. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, I thought that too at first. Alright, here we go.
Alright, going into it. It's a double Slamamander.
Oh yeah, I was calling it Slapamander before. I'm sorry about that.
Kind of fun though on the Kid Cobra. Like I feel like the slap gloves do really well on Kid Cobra since he can dash around and like they don't have very good hitboxes on them. So if you miss, you just kind of like stuck in place for a while. Kid Cobra has the movement and get out option.
Yeah, and I mean the only thing that sucks is the rush that we can see here now. That
yeah, rush is super bad.
But
and also the grab is tiny on like double slap gloves.
Yeah.
Your grab gets tiny.
Both of the rushes being kind of not too good from both sides here. Yeah, and there you saw that.
Tiny grab.
Yeah.
But yeah, JM Canada has done more damage than anyone else has been able to do. So.
Yeah.
Or more than Jimbo could do.
Yeah. Now that was a slaughter, but
Yep. Oh, there you go.
wow, that once
Yeah.
you get those rushes in, that's just like depletes the health completely.
Yeah. The trick is to just to be really close. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, this is the default arm for Kid Cobra, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So I guess it was kind of designed for him, but what do I know?
Yes.
No, Gassaway going for those stun grabs there.
Yeah. Usually, like, Kid Cobra wants to get really close and, like, apply a bunch of pressure and stuff. Jam Canada is just, like, using two wind gloves and, like, keeping his distance and everything.
Yeah.
And Gassaway was just turned that around.
Yeah. He was very good with the timings there, I think.
Mhm.
Just kind of... Like, I'm watching this from a Springman's view, and it's just like... I feel... I feel most close to Min Min because of the deflect. Oh, the Jam Canada just like jumping in Gassaway's face there, only getting 5 damage though.
Yeah. Boomerang.
Yeah,
Chiller.
yeah, no, kind of an odd choice, I'd say. And
Well, it's one of his default gloves too.
yeah, but just in general, I mean, I've been seeing Pineapple using it a lot, but not a
Yeah,
lot
he
of other
uses
Kid Cobras.
Boomerang, but
And
I don't think
Gassaway,
it's
yeah, so
that
go
worth
ahead.
the choice. Like, it makes a little bit of sense. It's still a curving arm and everything.
I think something that's been going really well for Gassaway is that he's been getting those Firebolt rushes in, even though they're really slow. He still gets those in somehow.
Jim Canada keeping it tied though. Oh, nice grab.
Yep, only 1 or 2 hits away now.
Yep, there it is.
Ooh. That's
There it is.
That's the first 1-0 of the Canadian team in a long time, actually.
Yeah.
Hype.
Nice.
I think this is gonna be really sad for Gassaway now if he just like came back and took out like 3 members and then just like loses it in the end.
Yeah. Well, it would be a good show.
Yeah, definitely. I think as far as the show goes, this has been a bit more interesting than the Fellows in Arms versus France, which was just a ruffle stomp of Carbo being Carbo.
Carbo's crashing through all of us.
Yeah.
I wonder if we would go back, if we would be better prepared. Like, that was like super close after Max Brass came out, and none of us had ever fought Max Brass before.
Yeah, definitely. It's so weird though. It feels like it was not that long ago, but it was kind of like earlier, like 1 month back or something.
Yeah.
We need more crew battles though. It's gonna be hype if we ever get Breakthrough Esports versus Fellows in Arms.
I really want to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Now it seems like the players switched places, so I have to switch the overlays again. Alright. Let me fix that.
Did they both reconnect or something?
No, JM Canada did. So. Oh my god, my streaming software is like, it's if I show this to anyone else, they would probably think I was a crazy person just scrolling through like several lists, because I have too many pictures on at the same time. Okay, it's sparring ring.
Alrighty.
And it's been very common in this. I think everyone, like the entire community, is kind of hyped about this one.
Mm.
Oh my god, this wait, oh, it's I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It seems like it's not sparring.
Oh, where are we going?
They're still doing the banning picks. I just got pinged and said it was sparring ring, but it seems like it's
No.
not. They were spamming the Canadian and French flags so much before that my Discord started lagging. Um, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Nice.
And I think it crashed for Gassaway. That killer internet. Atomic saying, if Canada wins, I'm going to eat poutine for dinner. That's not a... oh, I thought that was like sounding like a bad thing at first, and then I was like, hey, that's actually pretty nice.
I've never had it, but it sounds disgusting. I mean, why would you name a food poutine?
I'm always thinking of Poo-Tang, but that's not the same. I mean, it would be like funnier if you said like, hey, if you lost against the Swedish team, you'd like eat surströmming or something, and then it's just like vomit everywhere and stuff like that. But here it's just like, hey, we're losing, I'm gonna eat something delicious, or winning.
If you lose against America, you have to eat a hamburger.
Yeah, and then get a heart attack.
You have to eat McDonald's.
Now the... Wait, what? Okay, they're writing some weird things here in Discord.
Maybe I should get on Discord. So I can see what people are saying.
Okay, it is sparring.
Is this on the France server?
Okay, it's sparring. Now it's fixed.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's
Potentially
go.
the last game of the evening.
Yeah, potentially.
Hmm.
If JM Canada works as hard as he did last time.
Yeah.
French fries and cheese curds topped with brown gravy. See, brown gravy doesn't sound appetizing to me, especially not over cheese curds. Like French fries and cheese curds, that sounds alright.
Yeah, but brown gravy is... Yeah. I don't know, that's a thing in Sweden, but I don't like it.
Like it's a thing here too, but yeah, I generally don't like it either. Especially not over cheese, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Cheese. Even though I'm lactose intolerant, but cheese, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Man, I'm actually getting hungry from this. Okay. But looking at this game, it's looking very close for both players.
Ooh. Well, he deflected that hit. That was nice, but he didn't really get anything off of it.
Yeah.
It was like super nice timing. I got caught by that.
Yeah. Gassaway has been really consistent with his both his grabs and his rushes. I've been kind of impressed of his tri-bolt rushes. Ooh, it's so close now for both.
So close! Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And then we just see the corpse of Gassaway there for like an empty 3 seconds. There's no one cheering here in the background. It's just them in the gym sparring.
Oh yeah, there's lots of types of gravy, Akram.
I like how the chat was just going on about that. It's good.
For Christmas, this is how you know I'm American. My
Yeah.
family sometimes makes chocolate gravy, which is just like really thick, like chocolate sauce that we put over like waffles and stuff. Like I don't really like it that much because I'm not a big sugary guy, but my family loves it.
Oh man.
So yeah, welcome to America.
Yeah. Oh my god, like I think
It's still
JM
super
Canada.
close.
Yeah, JM Canada has been getting like 3 or 4 grabs in this round, and now it's down to the
God.
last one.
Oh, he's got a broken arm.
Oh,
Oh, he
yeah,
oh,
it gets it.
He got it.
Oh my god,
Wow,
that's it.
nice.
Canada taking it back just in the nick of time in the end there. No, that's not 2-0 for Gassaway. Oh my god, the production values. That's 2-0 for JM Canada, of course.
Yes.
And that's if we look a final time at the bracket, guys. That's it. I think Gassaway getting eliminated in the end there. And JM Canada being the one staying alive in the end there. Thank you, Akio, as well, coming in here in the last moment, getting
Just a
that.
short clip of me like yawning
Yeah.
super hard.
Coming in with the gravy talk there. No, but it's been great. Pineapple was commentating in the beginning, and we've had so many people tuning in for this.
Yeah, there's a ton of viewers watching this.
Yeah, it's hype. Like it's the country. So thanks everyone for who did tune into this. If you want to watch more ARMS content, both me and Akio are streaming ARMS now and then. We don't have a schedule yet, but we're working on that. And tomorrow evening or afternoon, if you're in America, there's going to be a ARMS podcast featuring both me and Akio and Pineapple, who was on the cast previously. And we won't be saying too much of what we're going to announce there, but there's going to be some cool announcements of what we've been working on, and for you
I'm
to...
excited.
Yeah, me too. It's been like, we've been keeping so many things secret, and I like to be transparent, so I'm just like, ooh! But
FA is a secret.
yeah, and if you're kind of catching this now in the end, there is gonna be a VOD up. Just scroll down and click on the YouTube link, subscribe there, and you get the notification once it's out. But yeah, that's gonna be it. GG to both France and Canada, and congratulations to Canada for taking it in the end.
Good job, Canada.
So see you guys next time, and tomorrow if you're tuning into that as well. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and Akio, let's say bye to the guys.
Bye
See ya.
bye.
Bye bye.